the Constitution DAO raised a bunch of money from a bunch of crypto people, over $40 million at this point. They've removed the exact specifics of their counter so as not to telegraph how much capital would be required to sink their bid at an auction at Sotheby's later tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Crypto world and more will be watching this one because, hey, it's kind of entertaining. But yeah, we had this update last night, getting information on how much was raised and some of the mechanics of it. And I got to say, I'm souring a little bit on this thing. I don't think this is as good and wholesome as most folks are quick to believe. I think this is really like, it's about the token. It's about the people token. You give an ETH, you get some people back. People, actual people, seem to be betting that this governance token will accrue monetary value over time. And by getting the Constitution, you also get the perk of having some sweet, sweet coins in your wallet. So I don't know. I think the mainstream media is sort of glossing over that aspect of it. But Andrew Thurman was able to talk to the team yesterday, get a little details on the tokenomics behind what is unfolding in a Discord as we speak, as the auction nears. So I'm going to throw it straight to Naomi for her thoughts. What's your take on the latest in Constitution DAO? Aside from sheer entertainment value, what do you think is really at play here?
Entertainment value is always enjoyable. I mean, let's dive into this people token, because on the website prior, it said that if you participate in this DAO, you have fractionalized ownership of the Constitution, which is really cool. And suddenly they realize that securities law will come into play if that is indeed a thing, because you cannot apparently fractionalize ownership of something without the government's blessing, and the SEC does not like to give it. So they've walked it back, and now it's become a kind of more murky thing. You can't say that you have fractionalized ownership of the Constitution anymore. Instead, you say that, well, I have control of a governance token and I can make decisions about it, which we all know means that they have partial ownership or control over this thing if they get to make the governance decisions of it. So I'm actually a little bit annoyed at the securities laws in this country that they have to push these innovative, exciting, momentum-filled projects into a corner, and they have to kind of walk back, grand plans and big dreams of owning the Constitution, which I think is a pretty cool idea. I'm less sour on the idea of people interested in this because the token may go up in value. I think that's totally fine. I mean, we have monetary incentives in so much of what we do in life. I don't think that there's any reason why it shouldn't be involved in this. People wanting to have a part of the Constitution because they could make money from it. But obviously they can't talk about that aspect of it anymore because the SEC might come in, and it's still unclear whether the SEC will indeed come in and do anything about this, because there have been lots of platforms out there that SEC has targeted, and the platform said, no, this is a governance token, and the SEC said, well, because it actually has value on an open marketplace, it's a securities now, which is crazy because it means that anything that has value on an open marketplace is considered a security, if it's like a fractional ownership of something. So, or like a governance control of something. That's what we're seeing in the crypto space. So it's, the whole situation bothers me, but I'm still rooting for the people. I'm still rooting that they buy this because I just think it's kind of an historic moment in time where the barriers to entry have been brought down. Individuals can participate in ownership of one of the most historic documents in the world. And before they weren't able to. We didn't have a mechanism that decentralized trust in this way. And so I'm really excited at what this could mean if the SEC would just get out of the damn way and stop ruining things. Anyway, Zach, I saw your hand go up, and I also saw Jen's hand go up. I'm not sure who to pass to. I guess, Jen, I'll throw to you first.
Wow. Well, Zach went up first. So, Zach, I think you have probably a response to Naomi's comments about the SEC. So you go first, and then I'll go.
I mean, I'm happy to cede the floor. I already said my piece, but I just think like the token mechanics here are like sort of being glossed over, right? Like the fractional ownership of the Constitution. It's like, we the people, in the hands of the people, we can do it. I think there is a bit of a profit motive here, as there are in most things crypto. So people who are aping in and contributing ETH, they get a share of people tokens in return. They're not trading at present, but that doesn't mean they won't. You saw Coinbase come out here and support this thing. Hey, contribute to the Constitution DAO, suggesting that maybe down the line there would be some sort of token listing that may or may not happen there. So it's intriguing to me that this aspect of the story seems to be getting a little bit lost in what is otherwise a very exciting and cool thing that people have rallied behind. So I know I'm going to be watching at 6:30, see what happens. We're trying to get into Sotheby's itself. This is a live auction, not an online auction, apparently. So we're going to be looking to get in there and see people raising their little cardboard things, taking calls from their minders to get that thing bought and owned. But I'll throw it to you, Jen.
Yeah, I'm not sour on the project. I still am so optimistic about it. I think it's very cool. I want to take a moment though to fact check the New York Times. So I read the New York Times article. They mentioned in it that Sotheby's only accepts government issued currency, and that the ConstitutionDAO will be converting their crypto to fiat to participate in the bid. And Sotheby's doesn't only accept government issued currency. They do accept Bitcoin and Ether, but only on auctions that list that they are accepting Bitcoin and Ether. And I think this is a great opportunity. I think Sotheby's has until 6:30 p.m. to accept crypto for this, to celebrate the fact that all of these people on the internet have raised money to bring the Constitution, to take the words out of their mouths, bring the Constitution to the people. And so I would love if Sotheby's would accept crypto for this. So there's still time.
Last thought before we transition to Naomi, let's get some predictions. They got a lot of money. Let's do quick predictions. You think that ConstitutionDAO is going to win this thing tonight?
Yeah,
Naomi,
hell yeah.
what's your prediction? You got hell yeah?
The drive behind them. They're not giving up, and they said that they've got a backlog of reserves in case they need to up that bid. I reckon they're fully in.
Okay, Jen, you going with yes?
Yep.
You're thinking they're going to seal the deal?
Yes.
All right.
Don't let us down, Zach.
I'm plotting. I want to see that. I want to see a crypto whale come in and just snipe them at the last minute. I want to see what happens. But just rooting for chaos.